What is good, Blue Jays fans? Mark Shapiro recently came out and was very optimistic about signing Vladdy to a new deal. He feels we might get a deal done. It's just a matter of being in a sweet spot. What I could see is Ross and Mark going to 565 with deferrals. But let's say we give him $600 million. Will he stop talking about this? There's a bidding war, and one side is more optimistic than the other. Time will tell if the Blue Jays can retain their 26-year-old homegrown superstar, but the clock is ticking. Should Guerrero reach free agency next offseason, he's sure to land a massive contract elsewhere. This should have never been a distraction, but every time Vladdy goes in front of a microphone, whether it's a podcast or an MLB insider like Keegan Matheson, he will not shut up about the deal he wants to get done, what his price is, what he thinks he's worth. I will put a baseball savant stat for 2024, his last season. The stats defend his ways of thinking. The results of what he's done doesn't add up to that kind of money. And as a result, in playoff wins, wild card wins, which we have not, 3 straight exits from the wild card. Ever since the initial question of why didn't they get a deal done with Vladdy's representation, it's just been a big distraction. If, however, we do win a playoff game, the first time in 9 years since the Jose Bautista era, if we win a playoff game, and I will retract all of my statements about him not being worth this money, only if he wins us a playoff game.